Welcome to my Amari Communications channel right here on YouTube. I'm Richard Cole, and today I will do a comparison of the recently released remastered 180-gram vinyl of the Jackson's Live album and comparing it with the remaster to the original CD pressing of the album. So February 12th saw the release of digital-only reissues of the Jackson's classic albums on Epic Records. The self-titled debut, The Jacksons, the second album, Going Places, and Destiny. So please check out my reviews of those three albums right here on this YouTube channel. So The Jacksons Live, originally released in November of 1981 and was reissued with a remaster on 180-gram vinyl on March 26th of 2021. So this was an album that I enjoyed quite a bit. I have the original vinyl pressing still. Of course, wore the grooves off of it though. Replaced it with the CD version some years later, and not too many differences between the original vinyl and the CD, other than, of course, the CD is a lot cleaner. By the time this was released, I believe we were into 24-bit mastering capabilities with CD, so it's a great sounding CD overall. And the original vinyl is a great listen as well. Maybe a bit warmer in spots, but you get more so with the original vinyl the actual feel of the live performances themselves. And overall, the same is true for the 180-gram remaster of this album. I would say maybe even more of an experience with it. I mean, it achieves the mission of giving an experience of a live concert like the original vinyl. The remaster elevates that experience. One of the standouts when listening to the remastered vinyl, The Things I Do For You, the rhythm guitars are more prominent in the mix. The audience is heard much clearer in the mix, actually throughout the album. But it doesn't distract from the performance of this song in particular. Another standout is Off the Wall. The band is heard more up front in the mix than the original vinyl or the CD version. Michael's voice, though remastered very well, Michael Jackson's voice is immaculate when you listen to it on the remastered vinyl. It's balanced more in the mix, and his brothers, the background vocals, they're brought up quite a bit more into the mix as well. So you get a really great balance of the band, the vocals, background vocals, the audience. Like I said, you're immersed in the actual live experience when it comes to listening to the Jacksons Live. Another standout is Ben. Again, the band is much clearer in sound. Now, I had to kind of go back and listen to the original CD version of this song, also the Apple Music version. Maybe not the greatest listening experience. Through headphones, it's pretty good, but if you're trying to listen like in the car or something like that, it doesn't quite hold up. You really can't get a great listening experience that way. But I had to check this because listening to the remastered vinyl, I had the feeling that this was a different version of this performance. Like they recorded this in various cities during the Triumph Tour in 1981. So I was wondering if this was a different version of Ben, like one from another city, as opposed to the one that was used in the original vinyl or the CD, or even the version that's on Apple Music, which is probably the CD version. But there were subtle nuances that, you know, it sounded like a completely different performance. It really challenged, you know, my ears, you know, from what I remember of hearing this song, and I've heard it quite a bit, to what I was hearing on this remastered vinyl. And I don't know, I mean, it's pretty much the same, but like I said, there just are subtle differences. It just sounds different from the original vinyl and the CD. Another great standout is I'll Be There. You can better hear the Jacksons and the band. You get the feel of the song, or you can better hear the reproduction of elements from the original Jackson 5 record. In other words, they, you know, performed the song almost like you would hear it on the record, you know, where I didn't quite get that from the original vinyl or the CD. You know, it's still a great performance. You know, the little acapella thing that Michael does at the end, that is, you know, legendary, classic Michael Jackson, you know. Hearing that for the first time blew a lot of people away back in 1981. And like I said, it was one of the selling points for me wanting this live album, just for that part alone, because I mean, they throw down. But you know, when you listen to the original Jackson 5's I'll Be There, it's still, you know, though it's Michael and of course then Jermaine doing the lead vocals, but it's a Jackson 5 performance. You know, the background vocals really make that song work just as well. One of my favorite tracks on this album is Working Day and Night, and the way it's remastered here, it's just amazing, especially when it gets to the conga solo. It just leaves me speechless just how amazing this track is. And I mean, it was always my favorite from the original vinyl, my favorite from the original CD. Always enjoyed listening to it in both mediums, but the remaster definitely enhances that listening experience for me. So it is just great. And I mean, when it goes into Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Shake Your Body Down to the Ground, those are great to listen to as well. And I don't know, I'm blown away. This has actually become my favorite way of listening to this album. Nothing against the original vinyl. I mean, it was great when it was great, but they did a really good job with this remaster on this. And I wish that the other albums, the Jacksons, Going Places, Destiny, I wish they would have benefited from having a remaster in physical media like this. They're also going to release digitally Triumph, Victory, and 2300 Jackson Street. And I will do a video giving my review of those as well. But I think the best decision to remaster at least this album was a great decision. Not sure what your listening experiences are, but if you are a fan of vinyl, by all means, pick this up. Listening to the CD, I mean, it's still a great experience. If you are a fan of CDs, this should still be available, whether you order through Amazon. Definitely support your local record store. If they don't have it, tell them to get a hold of it. And it is great if you have a great CD system, whether it's at home or in the car still. It's still a great listen, but for me, my favorite is the remastered 180 gram vinyl of the Jacksons Live. And that's going to end this review. Definitely, again, check back here for my review of the 3 remaining Jackson albums to be released digitally. Also tune in every Monday on Amari Purple Talk. That's here on this YouTube channel, as well as your favorite podcast platform. So until then, keep it purple and on the one.